Hello everybody, this is Frogman and welcome back to Manufactio. This is going to be episode number 35. Last episode we got this nasty, disgusting process of the 5 times order doubling thing going on just so that we could get some stuff for applied energistics. And I have been since running through every bit of the osmium that I have currently collected. Dumped this chest at least once, but I did go ahead and get all this stuff. Plus, I researched the energized smelter so that I could just finish the process. So this is front to back. You put ore in that, and out here you get the end result, which is the ingot of the thing. So we've already run a good 3 or 4 stacks through that. I think I'm down to the last, 23 plus whatever, but it's definitely all functional and it's self-contained. That thing makes more than enough brine to keep this whole system happy. I did make a change, and that was I was using the rotary condensator to turn brine into gaseous brine and then turn that into salt using the crystallizer. And that is an incredibly wasteful process, and it's also very slow. So what I did do was I basically came over and got another electrolytic separator. This is separating the brine into, let's get this open here so we can actually see it. Brine. This is separating it into chlorine and sodium. We are avoiding the sodium because we do not need it. The chlorine is then being put into a chemical infuser so that we can make hydrogen chloride with the hydrogen that is coming off of this process here, and that is going over into the chemical injection chamber, and this is a lot better process. It's keeping up with it. The reason why I did that is because the salt production was so slow that it couldn't keep up with it, and this is more than capable of keeping up, at least for the amount of time that it's been running. So it's a positive amount, plus we're not using all of the brine that we're making over here, because we only have the solar powered ones of these, so this thing only makes a reasonable amount. When it's empty, it only really makes a reasonable amount of brine during the daylight hours. So it is working. I have been letting it run, like I said, just so that we can process the osmium, because we need the osmium. Now, I did touch on the thought of working through the sulfur process over here, and I'm going to let it go, I think, for right now, because there's something else that has come up. But I will go over here real quickly and look at this process, because I'm running the heavier duty stuff that is being a royal pain in the butt. I kind of got backed up on the triple stuff. Go ahead, guys, clean your mess up. As you can see, there are now 2 bucket unloaders, because we weren't keeping up, and now there is also 2 chemical plants in here, which is actually keeping up. They're actually doing better with, these are the slow part now, so I probably need to make a 3rd one. But we're keeping up with the process. We're making sulfur. I managed to run out of all of the sulfur that I had over here when we turned that little process on over there. So yeah, that was definitely worth my time. It's at least producing a reasonable amount of sulfuric acid now, and I have to keep babysitting these. I hate it when they get to the 3s. I found out I had a whole bunch of the ones that had 3 parts of sulfur in them, because I haven't been processing them. So I figured I would flip the system back over to start processing this. But I'm making lots of polluted water, and we're doing really, really well. So the problem has become that with the introduction of Mekanism machines, this whole process right here is rather expensive. So that's 200 RF a tick. This one's not needing anything right now, but it needs 1600 RF a tick. This one needs 800 RF a tick. This one needs 1600 RF a tick. This one needs 1600 RF a tick. This one needs 800 RF a tick. This one needs 200, and so on down the line. We're running desperately out of power transmission capabilities at this point. This little dude over here is my current transformer that is telling me that pretty much the process going on. That must mean we have caught up on something, but since last episode, I've seen this hit as high as 60,000 RF, which this whole process over here, I don't know where the heck 60,000 RF is coming from, because it's technically only good for about 50. We need to do something about power transmission. Now, there are other options for power transmission as far as power goes. We can do the Flux Dux 5, but the Flux Dux 5 are only really good for 25,000 RF a tick, which is not what I need. I need something that is capable of doing a whole lot more than that. Those are good for 65,000 RF a tick on the actual line themselves. That's fine. That's great. I need to be able to do something more than that, and I don't feel like running a double line and start splitting this whole system up. So, in the last episode, or the episode before last, when we decided to research a whole bunch of stuff in the nanotechnology line, we got almost down to this thing. Now, this is the Tesseract. This is the quantum Entangleporter thingy. This is the unlimited way to produce, or should say, transfer power and items and liquids and things. And I am going to have to make use of it in this factory. I'm going to have to probably get every single one of these buildings their own quantum Entangleporter so that we can do a little bit better on the transmission of power. This also is going to allow me to do a little bit more fun when it comes to power production, because I can then put a solar system anywhere I want to, including the end, for that matter. So, and that's also going to allow me to do some other things, because like I said, we were talking about possibly doing the endergenic generator, and I think I'm going to do the endergenic generator in the end, because we need to make a ender pearl farm to feed that thing. So anyhow, let us go ahead and research a few things, because I want to play with them today. So I need 500 of each of those. So let's get that to about there. That should be sufficient. And this is going to turn the factory back on. Yay. How many did we need? We needed everybody, so let's just go ahead and detect those. Thank you. Can we put some back? I got way too much. That's okay. Okay. That just needs to go down to 1536. That's fine. And 1536. Okay, cool. And we can research those. Claim. Claim. Thank you very much. Did you claim it? Okay, cool. Now that'll get us that. That'll also open up the ability to craft the ability, or that'll let us unlock the dialing device, matter transmitter, and matter receiver from RF tools. We will probably make use of this eventually. I'm not going to be too terribly concerned about it right now. Now, the other thing I want to do while we're in here is I want to start down towards this line. So let's get the basic energy cube unlocked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Cool. Come on. I detected it. Thank you. Back. So that will do that. This guy is going to require a little bit of stuff, and I'm not actually interested in going too much down this right now. We will play with these probably all the way down to the bottom of the ultimate, but we're going to have to. I guess that requires fusion reactor. That's the problem. That's why I can't go down that far. So let's go ahead and get this thing unlocked. So that's 400 of everybody except that one. So back under 900 again. Again, and I'm probably all the way filled up on everything, so let's just go ahead and detect everything we can there. Cool. And where did it put them? It put them right there. Detect. Nice. Now, what I'm going to do with this is going to be where we're going to use it's just going to be our battery. I'm going to store everything in one area. What in the world? Why are those shiny, I wonder? That was weird. Anyhow, we're going to have a large battery where we're going to start shoving all of our power generation into, because that will allow me to be a little bit better on distributing things, as well as taking care of other basic processes. Now, the quantum Entangleporter, this feller right here, he is the Tesseract, basically. It's going to allow us to do virtual item movement from one place to another without having to use cables. It's going to allow us to use, let's handle this guy real quick. Where are you? There you go. It's like I said, it's the thermal tesseract. It's basically, we're going to be able to do whatever we want to over various channels to do various things. And I'm planning on using a lot of them, to the point that I have already been processing quite a bit of this stuff. And I think we've got this guy emptied. And I went to the end and got a whole bunch of the dimensional shards that I need. So let us make, well, we'll just start with, I don't know, 2 of them. So quantum Entangleporter is 2 of these, so I should be able to craft that, no problem. I need 1 of those, so 1, 2, and 1, 2, and I have all that stuff pre-crafted and ready to go. Yay. 1 and 2, beautiful. These are awesome. Let's, while we're at it, look at the induction matrix as well. Induction matrix. These are going to be kind of expensive because we have to work on all of the other things. So let's see if this works correctly. I need to go up here and do this. There we go. These are the 2 ports that, actually, there should be more parts here at Mekanism. We did research that, right? Where are they? I thought I researched that. Hello. You didn't claim it. Love it. Awesome. Now we can do it. Induction. There we go. Those are all the parts that I want. So we need to start with the basic system here. So the providers are how, these are basically the limiters for how much input and output you can get. So I want a fairly large amount of these. And now this is where this lithium process came in a little bit ago. So a lithium, in order to make lithium dust, we have to chemical crystallize regular lithium, which we get from deconcentrating liquid lithium, which we then make in a thermal evap with the brine that we've already got going. So that's fun number 1. We can make some of this stuff, and this is some of the other things that we need to look at. But as far as every piece of this, we can tell that a lot of this is going to be important. We have aluminum plates, lead plates, osmium, titanium, alamide, steel, all that wonderful good stuff. So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go craft another thermal evap plant, and we're going to start pumping some of that stuff in there because the lithium dust, or I should say the lithium itself, this stuff here, we're going to need it eventually. Can I get to that? Should be available to, I can just never get this to work. Uses on this is lithium into lithium, and we should actually be able to use this for something else. Maybe I'm just not getting this. What else can we use this for? Go. There should be another thing we're going to be able to use that for. As far as I remember, lithium is part of the reaction process, but we'll go ahead and get that set up, and I will be right back. Okay, so I got most of that made. Hopefully I have enough to at least get it of a reasonable height. It's not going to be as tall as this one is, but I've gone ahead and laid out the 4x4 base that I want. We're going to place the controller right here. We're going to have the output for the lithium out on this side, and we're going to have the input for this stuff right there. And then basically all these things are, you just build them up until you get a happy little red particle effect, which I believe if I can get it at least the first height, this should be a legitimate small one. This is just the base at which we're going to do it, but I'm going to try to build it a little bit bigger just because we're going to want a little bit more of this stuff. Let's see, do I have enough to do this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nope, I don't. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't have to be absolutely massive. It just needs to be functional. So I'm going to break these corner blocks out. And I think if I can get the last one, I'll just make some more of these off camera because they're really pain in the butt to make. So that goes right there. That goes right there. And I would like that block back, please. Thank you. That goes right there, and that should make a good structure. Now that structure should say I'm happy and we're making a reasonable amount of temperature. So let us get our box back out and we will hook that dude up and start making a liquid, I think it's liquid lithium. So that should go in there. And over here we should see liquid lithium. Excellent. Okay. So that process, then in order to get anything out of that for the lithium, which I can't spell, lithium, in order to get the lithium, we have to run a rotary condensator, whatever this thing is, to run liquid lithium into regular lithium. So we have some more stuff to put down. I might just carry it all the way over there since all that power is over there for right now. So let's pick that up. We've got plenty of these. I will just run this terribly along the ground right now. Tick. Tick. Too far. I think. let's see. We need to then take the output from that thing, which is going to be regular. Hello, game. Rotary condensators. I think that's going to be the right direction. We're going to find out in a second, and then I guess we can go ahead and dig this hole back up and put the power underneath you guys. So, yeah, yeah, well, we'll just, never mind that wood. We'll just put that away, and that away, and that away, and let me have that cobblestone so I can fill the hole in. Click, click. And I don't need that right there. You can go there. And where's the power cable? Power cable should be in this box right there. Signal and flux ducts will work fine for the moment. You guys fill up? Yes? Okay. Now this is just so we can make a few things. So let's grab the servos. And I'm going to hope this pumps out of there without a problem. Very good. No, I don't want to do that. Get off there. There. Is that getting anything in it? No. We need to deconcentrate it, and I need to rotate you the other direction, which is going to be that way. There we go. So now we're getting the stuff in there, and that should be making the lithium, and once it gets up to the point where it has enough of that, it will be good to go. So we put these back for now. Where did I lose? How did I lose one? Whatever. We got plenty of those laying around somewhere. Alrighty then. So with that being said, what we're going to have to do with these, as far as that's concerned, is going to be, this is going to be multiple of these. So I'm going to actually probably craft at least 4 induction providers and at least 4 induction cells, because I want something that's going to hold a reasonable amount of stuff. And like I said, every single one of these will add 25,000 RF for the input-output rate on the deal. So I want something that'll do about 100,000 RF for right now. Not that we're making that much RF, but we're going to need that ability to be able to move things around. I guess I could have moved that over there. Where is my... There. Will you go out that direction? Yes, you will. Click. How? I still don't know how that happens. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Okay, well, I need to go fix my game, and we're going to let that run for a little while and make us some stuff. So, awesome. First one. I need a whole bunch of that, so we need at least, what is that? 16 of that plus 32. I need about 32 of those to get that forward. So, I'm going to have to restart my game, and we'll be back. So, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I got a bit of this stuff finally. Boy, that took a really long time. I can't wait to start upgrading some of that stuff, but we can do some crafting now. So, induction matrix parts. We're going to need a whole bunch of those. So, I'm just going to start by crafting a stack and hope that's enough. If nothing else, I can always make a few more. Now, we need 2 of these, which is going to require 2 energy tablets, which I should have plenty of that stuff for those things, and that redstone will not be allowed to pull out because I need to fix that problem still. But there we go, 2 of those. Now, it's going to be the input and the output. Now, I want at least 4 of these, which means we need 4 basic energy cells, so that means I need a few more of those. And I love how they don't stack. So let's just, for the time being, we'll just craft 1 of each just so we can get this video moving along. So energy tablets in there. Basic induction cell is one of those. That's a cell, and I need to make 2 more of those. So 1, 2, 2, and there we go. Now the redstone is this is because of the fact that storage that it's supposed to be going into is full. So lithium. Now we can do the lithium. There we go. Yay. And that is the beginning of the storage capacity for this system. And like I said, in between episodes, we're going to craft all the rest of the stuff that we need for that. So, induction matrix, I need a basic production thingy, which again is going to need another one of those. So I should just need one more of these and another one of those. I love this. I've got to fix that problem. Let me see. That plus no. That plus this is that. We didn't get the power cell. What am I doing? Why is this not working? Oh, because I probably didn't get that made, did I? I have got to fix that. I'm going to have to fix that in between episodes. We do have, what did we all get? What are we missing? Why is this not working? Because I need to do that. Then I can do this. Then I can do that. And we can take those out again and try that one more time. All right, so there's the basic guts of an induction matrix. And this one is going to hold 400,000 RF, or 400 million RF, and we'll have an input-output capability of 25,000 RF per tick. So these are upgradable. So once you build one, it doesn't forget exactly what it was doing. It remembers the size of things and how big it was going to be. So I think since we have a nice big spot right here, we're going to start right here. Now, I'm eventually going to say this is going to be a, what is it, a 4x4x4 structure or something along that line. But for right now, we're just going to have a little bit of fun with the 3x3 or 3x4, I think, is what it's going to end up being. We build the walls up so that we have the ability to do a few things. I'm going to take one of the ports here, and then I'm going to place the provider cell in the bottom and the provider on top, and then cover the rest of the sides up. Cool. And I don't think I'm gonna get bit, maybe? Yeah, maybe, possibly. Done. So this is going to say that I am a very happy little structure, and I have the capability of inputting and outputting 25,000 RF a tick, and it will hold somewhere in here. It'll tell you how much it holds eventually. Yeah, 400 million RF, which is awesome. So the process is going to be, we're going to take one of these quantum entangleporters and we're going to put him on the top. And this is going to be set as power gen. And we're going to check mark that, and we're going to make sure he is set. And that means that any place I put one of these on any one of these systems, or for that matter, I can just hook that into there, will start filling this thing up. And then what I can do later on is I can take one of these guys here, put it on this side, and then put one in every building and get rid of all of the wires. Not just some of them, almost all of them, because we have plenty of capability for the other flux ducts. I've got all the way up to the, 16K tier, so that's awesome. Let's go ahead and start filling this thing. Which ones of these are not doing something right now? Are you guys not doing anything back here? Let's find somebody that's not doing something. Looks like everybody's running. Okay, well, we'll just put him right there. And if I set that to power gen, and I put this to input, input, input all the way around, we'll just do everything. No, I want this one. I want this input on here. So just do every side input. Notice it's not filling up right now, and this is probably going to break a whole bunch of stuff, but so what? Power gen, side configuration. We want to do energy, everybody, output, go. And then you should start filling up, hopefully. Did I select the right one? You're set, okay. And then I need to set this one to that. It's right there. We should be filling. Should start filling. Why are we not filling? No, I don't need an upgrade. I need the side configuration energy. Everybody's output. Did you not listen to me when I told you to work? You're set. Energy. Yeah, you should. Oh. There. Now it'll start working. and we'll slowly drain the power out of that dude into this system. So there we go. That's exactly what I wanted to do, and that's exactly what we're going to have fun with. So what I'm going to start doing in between episodes is we're going to upgrade this to the full-sized one because of all that nasty crafting that I have to go through. I want a 4x4x4 one of these. Basic induction will be more than enough for the time being. We will end up having to probably upgrade it to something a little bigger eventually, but for now, that'll be what I want to do. We will make a whole bunch more of those quantum entangleporters. They will be utilized, at least in this instance, to move power all over the base and make sure that we're well taken care of. Because this problem right here, I've been staring at that problem for quite a long time, and it's going to become a problem pretty soon that those wires are not capable of keeping up. And at 65,000 RF a tick, that's amazing to me that I'm at that point. But when we added all this applied energistic stuff in, and I started playing with a little bit of the Mekanism stuff, that's a problem. So the other neat thing about those is that, like I said, makes it so that I can take a solar system, take a whole bunch of solar panels, these guys right here, which in various biomes make quite a bit of power. I don't know, is this still a thing that you can see in here? More efficient than solar panels. They make more power than that depending on the biome they're in. If they're in a desert, they make a considerable amount more. If I put them in the end, they make a bunch of power. I think I can take them to the nether and do the same thing as well, although I have to get on top to do it. But that will be able to make us quite a bit of power for a little bit of time. So I guess I am going to, I guess take a picture of that. And we're going to call the episode right here. I think next time around, guys, we're going to go ahead and get the sulfuric acid process going. I just really, really, really needed this because I'm really, really about to start starving for power because of the fact I'm maxing out those wires. So I guess I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.